Yo guys, I have not done a video like this in a long time. What I mean by that is some kind of a camera review. This is going to be a user review of the new Panasonic Lumix S5 II. I have a couple reasons why I might be switching to this camera. If making a YouTube video was just about quality, I would just always reach for my Red camera and just use that for everything. But the thing is that I have to be able to do a lot of this vlog style. That means I'm holding the camera like I am right now and I'm talking to the camera. And then I got to be able to turn that camera around, show you guys something on camera, and then come back and it focus. Well, there's a couple reasons why I might pick this. And here comes Amazon. Hold on. What my ultimate idea was is since I shoot stills with a Leica SL, this is the Leica SL2. I figured, man, wouldn't it be great if I could swap L-mount lenses on the Panasonic. At that time, there was an S1H camera, so I got that. Had a great image, had a lot of great stuff, but the autofocus sucked. It was just unusable, and I thought I could just swap lenses back and forth between my Leica and that Panasonic. I could, but it was that damn autofocus. Well, with this phase detection autofocus on this camera, things may have changed, and that's why I'm fooling around with this. It could be really the perfect combo. I put everything in one case and I've got both a still camera and a video camera and all the lenses I need, and basically a lot of the stuff is swappable. The batteries are not on this camera, unfortunately, but everything else is. So I'm shooting with this camera and I'm videotaping it right now with my phone. Hi. That's me in that viewfinder right there. So this is a really well-built camera. Now right now I have a Panasonic lens on this because my wide angle happens to be a Panasonic, but my 24 is Leica. This is what the camera looks like, just so you know. So I decided to take a little stroll. I'm trying to see how this really is with the ibisk. Goal really is to figure out if this camera is going to be my daily driver, because if it can be, I like the size of it. It's small enough where it's compact, but it's big enough where it feels good in your hand. It's not heavy like the SL2, and it's not heavy like the Canon R5C, and it's not small like the Sony A7S. Not really a Sony guy too much. Although I do have a camcorder. You know why? Because it has infrared, which means you can use it for paranormal investigations. Yeah, I do that. Go to my other channel and check that out. Ricky Rocket's Legend Tripping. It's a beautiful, crisp morning, but this cold wasn't in the California brochure when I moved here. This is my third day with this camera, and if you watch my other channel, Legend Tripping, you'll know that this is the abandoned campground that I did an investigation on some time ago. It's super windy, so my hair is going to be flying all over the place. Just know that ahead of time. It rained a lot. We've got a lot of crazy weather, and so you can see all this water. I've walked down in here, but not today. And what's crazy is we're right by a highway here. Not a highway, but you know, pretty busy thoroughfare for anybody in this neighborhood. Now, there's not a ton of people in this neighborhood, but so what I'm using right now is a Sigma 14 to 24. So that's 24 right there. And I found that the sweet spot's like 20 millimeters approximately, at least on this camera, and this lens combination for vlogging. I think that's about a good frame, my ability to frame right there. So I will go back to the car in a little while and grab my Leica lens, my big, heavy, booming Leica lens, and just shoot with it just for a minute, just to see all that juicy Leica goodness, you know. Walk over to the creepy bathroom. It is a creepy bathroom. And once you're in there, it's not so creepy, I don't feel like, but it's just like you look at it and you go like, oh man, I don't want to go in there. So I'm not scared to go in these kind of places because of anything other than just getting hurt. And I don't know what's underneath all this crap. Definitely rat crap and mouse crap everywhere. Somebody's gonna have bad luck. I'm not afraid to go in these places. I've been in a lot of them. I just don't want to, you know, people put all kinds of break bottles and I don't know, go shoot up, and I don't know what people do. So this is at 14, literally the widest you can go. I think this is about, I mean, this is wide. Am I getting the jello around the edges? That's the thing. I can't really tell on my monitor screen, but let's go up to 18, where I think is a pretty good sweet spot, which I think with this handle that I have is like the perfect sweet spot. You know, hikers come up here, runners, sometimes I guess maybe families that are curious, or just maybe people come up here and go parking. Anyway, this autofocus seems to be pretty good so far. A lot of junk. So I can sum this story up pretty quickly, but I have a much more in-depth one. Essentially, this was built as one of the first handicap picnic grounds. How does a place meant to bring happiness, shelter, content, fulfillment, surrender to time and the elements? And why are certain places just forgotten and become a fortress for tales, folklore, criticism, and decay? It just ran out of funding. I mean, it's really cool. And I mean, I love this area. I'd build a house here. But there was a murder very close to here. And it's something I'm investigating now, and I'm gonna put on my legend tripping channel. But I want to make sure the time's right, and I want to make sure I have all my ducks in a row for this one. This is something else. There are some amazing videos on this camera so far. Many of them are much more technical, obviously, than this. This isn't technical at all. It's more of a user review, and that's what I want it to be, because, I mean, at the end of the day, it's got to be useful, right? But this does have up to 6K. I'm shooting right now in 4K. I have done a couple tests in 6K, but I find that it's a little bit jittery when I try to play it back. So then, and I have a pretty powerful computer, but it is chugging on it a little bit. So I think when they release the S5 II X, that has a few more codecs. I think that's going to be a little bit easier if you're somebody that's like really into shooting 6K. I'm not that concerned about it, especially for doing my channel, so I'm just really not that worried about it. Anyway, so far I'm digging this camera. I mean, I just think that it's kind of hits a really good sweet spot. Even with this heavy lens on it, it's not that heavy. It's not as light as my Fuji, but my Fuji's not full frame. So if you want full frame, I think this is the best bang for the buck out there. I really, really do. It's sub $2,000, and you get yourself a nice kit lens and you're off to the races. This has some really, really good features for sure. And I love that I can use my Leica lenses. Let's go grab my Leica lens. As you can see, this lens is a beast. It is a beast. It's burly, it's big, it's beautiful, and it's Leica. Let's go shoot with it. What my question is this vloggable? Me trying to vlog with a Leica lens, a big one. I gotta hang it way out here to actually get into frame. But I think it does look good. It's such a nice lens. God, it really is. All right, I'm actually wobbling. It's so heavy. All right, I'm gonna get some video of the area that I just shot earlier. Alright, I got it to focus. What would I look like focused all the way over there? Would it grab me? Let's find out. All the way over there and see if it grabs focus. I'm going to wrap this video up. I hope it was somewhat informative. Am I going to keep this camera? Yeah, I'm going to keep it. I really like it. I think it's going to be great for a lot of the work that I do. I think I'm going to have a lot of fun with it. And I love sharing the lenses with my SL2 Leica camera. I just think it's great.